Hello.
Hello. How are you
Hi.
tonight, Tom?
I'm blissful.
Blissful. I like
Yep.
it. I'm very excited for a little bit of nostalgia
Me
tonight.
too.
It's going to be
It,
great.
I was fucking however old I was when this started in like 92 or 93 or whenever it was. Like right back in front of the big cathode ray TV.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I lived with my grandparents growing up. What were the big like box TVs called?
CRT, cathode ray. Yeah,
No, is that okay? That's what that was. Where
yeah,
you had
yeah,
to like
yeah.
switch between A and B input to
Oh
get
yeah,
like.
well yeah, yes, yeah. But those were even older ones.
Oh
Like
my gosh. Well, that's
the
what they had for a very long time.
yeah. The ones with you mean the ones with the big wooden boxes? Yeah,
It was a
Glenn's got
piece
it.
of furniture. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you, Glenn. I knew you would
console
know.
TVs.
Like that
Yeah.
had like it was very wide. There was what looked like speakers on the side, but they weren't speakers. It was just like pretty decoration. And I'll never forget my grandparents, we called them TVs, got a flat screen, like one of the old original, and they just put it on top of that. Like they just retired it as a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
So quick side story. The first time I met one of Erin's stepsisters and her step grandmother, whatever you want to call her, we had been dating for like a couple weeks, and her stepsister, and I understand the problematic things of saying that this girl was crazy coming from me, but she was fucking crazy, dude. Like she's so many levels. It creeped me out. Like if they were blood related, I tell Erin this all the time, and I'm not sure if I really mean it, but if they were blood related, I would have been like, see you later.
Bye.
The whole time we were there, girl was just, I don't know if this is my memory changing it, or if she was actually in the dress that the little girls were wearing in The Shining, but that's how I remember it. That was the vibe I got. And the whole time she was there, she had a little rock and she was just like rubbing it and really not blinking ever.
That's scary to me.
The reason why this comes to my mind is also, this was like 2009, but the house was out of like the 1960s. And she had one of those big ass console TVs still working, still using it with a cable box hooked up to it.
Ooh.
How, I don't know.
Yeah. How did you? Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. And she had like the news on or something. And even the news, like I could see that it was like CNN and it was like now, but like it looked like it was 1990 or 1980 or something, just the way the TV, it was crazy.
It's crazy, but like those experiences are really cool because then I like have distinct memories of seeing some of the shows I saw as a kid on that television, like on a normal TV, and was like, wow, that's different. That looks different. Like the first time I saw It was on that TV.
Oh,
and that movie will forever look like that in my mind.
Forever. There's some movies that just and this is an interesting topic which we won't get into too deep because we have a lovely person sitting backstage. But watching older things on higher resolution TVs when like that resolution wasn't even a thing, like it wasn't invented, like it was never meant to be seen that way, so you can see things that they never thought, like the camera wasn't supposed to pick up. So like it's a really interesting concept when you think about it. But before we get too much further on a tangent, there's this gorgeous and hilarious and funny person sitting backstage.
Look, here comes an awesome guest.
Yay!
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
Adalona Sedai.
Yes. Hello.
The North Harbor podcast, and and Glenn is sharing in chat, I think, the links. What I mean, most of the people here know you for North Harbor podcast.
Yes.
But I know this about you. Maybe others don't. You also do some other stuff. Your schedule is rather packed.
Oh my gosh, so packed. I play so much Dungeons and Dragons. It's not even funny.
I love it. I love it, and I'm a little jealous.
Yeah. I am actually in 3 regular Dungeons and Dragons campaigns through Player Hater Gaming, one of which is live every Wednesday, and then 2 are podcasts. And then I have another one with you, Tom. That is Time to Roll the Dice.
who is your like, you know, I think I've told everyone that my character's like an Ogier. I made him a fighter.
Yes.
And like he's a tree singer. So like what is your character?
I play Revessa, a mysterious borderlander. And she does not channel. The group is kind of, they at the moment know that she is a Grolm trader. She is a merchant for Grolm. So that's what she is all about, or at least as much as the party has picked up on so far.
Always listen to directions. That's all I have to say. Just listen to directions. That's it.
Yes.
And if you have to ask twice, no, you don't.
No. I mean, we have a map. Why do you need to ask?
That's true story.
Correct.
That's true story. And what about how does she differ from your other characters that you play on your other games?
I generally play magic casters. Most of my my Tuesday podcast is a very hyperactive rogue. She is extremely childlike, but she is a grown person. Until she gets into roguey type situations and she changes personalities entirely. But that is one that is in these are all homebrew worlds. All three of them are homebrew worlds.
That's cool.
So there's that one. She's just happy-go-lucky all the time, always in a good mood, never has a bad thing to say about anyone unless it's a joke. Wednesday character is far more serious, and is kind of, without spoiling too much, the party knows that she is a part of the only Phoenix to exist.
Oh.
So she's a fragment of that Phoenix soul.
So like not entire, like not human.
Yes, she's not human at all.
Okay. Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then Thursday character, because I have a Thursday podcast, is a cleric, an angel cleric, I believe.
Ooh. Clerics are cool. I like clerics.
Yeah.
They don't get a lot of love, but they are a lot of fun.
Yes, she's amazing. And it's actually the second incarnation of that character, because I played her in another campaign that didn't go anywhere. So now I'm getting to give her a new story, which is awesome.
You're not wrong, Noman Garden.
Yeah.
We are boring. That's pretty cool. I gravitate more toward like dexterity fighters for some reason. Not fighter class, but like, you know, monk, ranger, rogue. But I don't I think druid is usually my most played class, but I don't lock on any one thing, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like if I look through like my 400 or 500 characters that I've made on D&D Beyond, which only really like 20 of them or 30 of them have I ever really
I don't know how you do that. Like I have one character that I made that I've never played because I haven't gotten to play, like one druid, and it was like 20 hours of my life to create that one. It was very stressful.
Yeah. I have 300 and something. I'm not quite as much as 400 or 500, but I have 300 and something on there.
Both are true, by the way, about humans being boring.
Yeah. I mean, human can be spicy when you're building a D&D character, though, because they get that extra feat. That variant human gets the extra feat in there.
And you know, there's a lot of classes in D&D which you can just like rules is written, and you know, your DM, and you can always come up with whatever the hell you want because the rules are just there for a guideline. That's my view. Like, you know, you can make vampires, which are human. Like you can make them human starting the skin and then turn into a vampire. You can make, you know, all different little flavors of humanoid or human-esque D&D characters. I am comfy. I forgot I starred Glenn's thing. Yeah. So Wesley Crushers, and obviously Wesley this is from The Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
It was a bowling team. It was Sheldon's bowling team. But I was looking through like my closet and I realized the only X-Men shirt or anything like that I had are Deadpool shirts. I don't have like a Wolverine shirt or anything with like the X-Men on. So I was like, I did the next best thing. I got X-Men colors.
Okay.
It's actually a New York Giants hoodie under here.
Okay, yeah.
It's like this and a Carhartt hoodie are the only ones I kept when we moved from New York. But yes, it is very comfy. I'm pretty comfy. It's nice and it's toasty in here. Anyway.
It is 102 today, so I'm a little offended by your hoodie right now.
It's 100 and something degrees here too, but like we put reflective things on our windows and like the air conditioner set to 70, and this is how I like to function.
Say that it's in the 70s here now, should I?
Hey,
no,
listen, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
The thing that I have to tell to everybody is the one thing I'll never have to do to the heat, no matter how long, it's hot all year long. Shovel it. Ever. One time will I have to shovel the heat.
Yeah.
I'll never have to go outside and shovel it or put ice or put salt on it or.
Well, that's good because you'd probably forget to drink the water, Tom.
It's true. I would forget to drink the water.
Well,
I'd definitely rather have the cold though, because you can add as many layers as you want to stay warm.
Legally,
you only take so many clothing off before you come.
Legally, yeah, you go to jail if you take too many off, especially.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then you get down to the
cold
skin,
over the heat.
And you kind of need that.
Yeah, I found myself to be bougie is really what it is, because I prefer the cold, but I like to be warm. So I want it to be cold so then I could put things on to make myself warm. So I have control over the warmness of me.
Persnickety? Is that the word?
I'll take it.
Persnickety?
I mean, it makes sense though, because like I like my house to be fairly cold, but then I pile myself under blankets at night. So
yep. Oh, it has to be cold to sleep.
Yeah,
you can't sleep when
absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you spell persnickety?
Persnickety.
Wow.
Were you a spelling bee champion? That was really impressive.
I read a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I read a lot, and I'm a teacher, and I still was like,
Girl, I read a lot too, and I don't I can't. I spell tongue wrong every time I write tongue the first time I write it. Like, what the fuck? Like, it takes me 4 tries to write tongue every time, and you whip out persnickety out of your ass. And like,
but also, how often are you writing the word tongue, Tom?
I can't answer that question.
Listen,
I'm legally
I may
not
write
allowed
fan
to
fiction that I don't put out on the internet. You don't know. Tongue, league. League's a bad one.
What about Rogue versus Rouge? That's one people mess up all the time.
100%. Almost every time that I write it. If there is a word like that, you can trust that I will write it wrong the first time. But
see, being able to spell things correctly and being absolutely anally retentive about grammar has its downsides.
That's true. That's true.
Oh.
Okay. Before we get too far off, we will get to X-Men, I promise. But
what are we talking about?
Miss Anally retentive about grammar. What are your feelings on the Oxford comma?
Oh,
I use the Oxford comma.
yes, I do too. Thank you.
Me too. Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
You're all sane people.
Yes,
that's all I needed. That was it.
Okay.
A Winters lady, what's up?
Okay,
that's my
before
daughter.
we go off on the tangent to talk about the thing that we're here to talk about, before the end of this year, 2025, I would like to play in a D&D game. I have this character that is sitting here.
We will make it happen.
Okay, we need to do this because it took me a lot of hours of my life that I don't have because I have a tiny human up there. So we got to do it.
Yeah.
We will do that, which is a great time for me to segue to check out the Dragon Mountain Patreon, because we have all our new stuff and we did all of our I started doing my updates today, which are like a week late because of my mother-in-law had surgery and had to stay with us. But one of the things that we're going to be doing is reaching out to everybody now that we've had our revamped Patreon out for like a month or two at this point, with like the new rewards, with like, do you like what we're doing? what should we be doing? Is there something that you would like to see? And like one of the things that we're working on that I want to do, but I would like to, I want to get interested in it first because it will be a lot of work, is I want to do a one-shot, like a Wheel of Time themed TTRPG, like 5e, like using the system that we're using for Time to Roll a Dice. So it's functions as a nice little advertising for Time to Roll the Dice. And we get to play in a Wheel of Time setting that we've built an entire workable system around.
Yeah.
And which, if the people that play, if you're GMs yourself, or if you've played D&D for a really long time, or tabletop games in general, or just have feedback and you're just like, I didn't like this, and you have no background in gaming, like I'll take all the feedback. If you participate and you're like, this feels janky in some way, or this feels too difficult, or I think this is too manipulatable, or whatever, you could just tell us and help us shape it, because it's always constantly play testing basically as we go. But yeah, so go and check out the Dragon Mount Patreon. There's a free tier, and our Discord, and watch for the posts about all the changes and the things like that. Yeah, I can't listen. Listen, I get it. I
Independent. I never type the PEN for independent. It's independent. Like, I always skip that part when I know how to spell the word, but when I type it, it's independent instead of independent.
You're not wrong.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And I think everyone gets this one, the te instead of the TEH every time, every single time. Anyway,
stepping too fast.
So I know, Crystal, you said we've talked about, or you mentioned this earlier, you haven't seen or didn't watch when you were a kid X-Men, the original X-Men animated series. Have you, Miss Adalorna Sedai?
I've seen some of it. I cannot swear that I've seen all of it, but
matter.
I know X-Men lore.
Yeah, no, I'm getting to the portion of our show here where I'm going to do a slight background, because I feel like a lot of people probably haven't seen it, are vaguely aware of it. Maybe there are people that have no idea what the X-Men are, but
there was a lot of really good 90s TV in my defense, and no DVRs back then.
You
had to like work with your schedule.
Yeah.
The only VHSs that I have that survived up until now are a football highlight reel that a coach made for me when I was in high school.
Nice.
And a VHS copy that I made of the Dragon Ball Z movie Broly, that somebody recorded off Japanese television and shipped to a friend of mine, and I copied the tape.
Wow. Okay.
Those are the only two VHSs that I currently own that are not like probably disintegrated or covered in mold or something.
I have one, and I don't know if it is still usable. I don't want to admit this out loud, but it was all recordings off of TV. It was Hanson when they came out on TRL and all of these other things, like really poorly recorded. Yeah, no,
that's amazing.
Bad, but it's in my little memory box.
But for the most part, like, most people know the X-Men, but basically they're, the superheroes in the Marvel Universe that are born with their abilities, essentially. They have a genetic mutation that gives them superpowers. In the Marvel Universe, in the greater Marvel Universe, they've been around since the beginning of humanity and before, like on Earth. And they've been in the background. In the MCU, if that's all you've been exposed to, that, not the old school X-Men movies, not like X and X3 and those movies that came out with like Hugh Jackman and stuff. But in the MCU portion of it, we haven't really seen them up until recently. And it's pretty funny. There's a scene in this first episode that is like very, 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 very close to the after credit scene in The Marvels. That's the one with Miss Marvel and all three versions of Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Cara Danvers, and fuck, I forgot the other one's name. It'll come to me in a minute, or someone can shout it out in chat. Beast is in like a lab coat, and they're in like a hospital room. The exact scene in this first episode, which is funny.
Okay.
There are some little things that I'll point out while we're watching that it looks like they're trying to like, they were dipping in as a way to get people ready for stuff in the MCU, or at least that's my theory. I'll let you guys let me know. Yeah, Rambeau, Monica Rambeau. Thank you, Nolan Garden. Is the other Miss Marvel. So let me know if you guys catch anything that I missed. I'll try to point out the ones that I saw. But anyway, the X-Men series in the past was fantastic. I loved the animation of X-Men the animated series, and one of my favorite things that I think that they captured is the animation style, while still upgrading it for like a current modern audience, but not like losing the feeling of it. So like, here's an image of Gambit from the last episode in X-Men 1996, and here's him from now. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's much crisper, and
Yeah.
like the hair is more wrong one.
Whoa.
The hair is way more defined, and like it looks, you know, like hair instead of just like a hat.
Yeah. Yes.
There's shadows and like shading and things like that, but
Mhm.
like that feeling is still there.
It
Right.
feels hand drawn. Like it's
Yeah.
still, it has that like hand drawn feeling.
Absolutely. And we're gonna watch a clip in a minute, but I don't have this. I cut him out of it just for time. But this is one of my favorite disguises Beast ever wore, and I just wanted to share it.
That is
because
amazing.
The ascot is really what brings it all together.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
It's giving Inspector Gadget with the hair and the hat.
Oh my god, it does look like the hair is. That's all right.
That was
thank
his
you for that.
Inspector Gadget cosplay. That's what it was.
That's amazing. Thank you. That's gonna live in my head forever now. But I want to play. I have a clip that I want to play. So, Charles Xavier is the leader of the X-Men. He had a school for children that had, you know, special abilities, and you know, he enlisted them into service to go and fight evil somehow as children, and that was okay with everybody. But whatever, we won't get into
We didn't have child
semantics right
labor
now.
laws.
Semantics.
Yeah. So the clip is the final episode, the last, like, I cut it down to like a minute and 30 seconds, so just so we don't get like content blocked or whatever. I think having commentary over it and like shit like that should be fine. But there's the villain in this season is basically like Elon Musk if he was not stupid as well. Like, don't get me wrong, like he's I would consider him an idiot for his views on everything that, like, but like, you know, trans stuff. But I mean, like, this guy's educated. He's a scientist. Like, he invents things that are horrible, but he does it. He doesn't just buy it from other people and then force them to say that he also made it. So that's just while at the same time looking like the current host of the worm that is running health for the United States government.
Yeah.
Looks exactly like him. I don't
Yeah,
care
he
what anyone says to me.
Yeah, that's wow.
So he uses a thing on Charles Xavier that makes his powers go crazy and reveals him to be a mutant to the world, and also hurts a bunch of people because he's super powerful and it's mental telepathy stuff. And he's dying. So that's basically the setup for this clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Magnus. Surely you have more pressing business to attend to.
And Magnus is the name that
Nothing
Magneto chose for
more
himself after he got out of the
I have
concentration
quite an
camp.
audience.
No.
Thank you all. I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye. Morph, it's nice to see you home. You have proven yourself truly an X-Man. How often must the scoundrel prove himself a hero before he believes it himself? Jubilee, you are the future. Storm, my beautiful Storm, mighty as a hurricane, gentle as a summer rain. Wolverine, loner, You have found a family. Rogue, unable
I'm
to
a Storm and
touch,
Wolverine
yet
guy.
Look around you. You will find you have touched us all. Jean, first in my heart. Your courage allowed you to see things no other human ever has.
Is there anything I can do, Charles?
The friends thou hast, and their adoption tried. Grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel.
I love that bit about Beast. He was always a poet. So.
Scott,
Yeah.
what are you, Father?
And this may be a hot take, but if Cyclops was your favorite, you either are you're either into men or a cop. Those are the only two.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my poor
And
Charles.
for those who have no idea who that lady is, and she looks kind of crazy. It looks like a Queen Amidala headpiece a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That's Charles Xavier's girlfriend, who's basically a god, but really just an alien. It's crazy. But she'll come into the X-Men 97, the animated series later. Basically, they save Charles by transferring his consciousness with some crazy alien tech and magic. But he can't come back to Earth, or so he thinks. So that's how the series ended in 1996. The other thing that I feel like is a really fun thing to point out, which we have talked about a lot on the show, is how TV has evolved over the last, not just TV, mainly TV, but all kind of entertainment media has evolved over the last like 30 or so years, because as an audience, we expect more from our entertainment. Does that feel right? Like,
Yeah.
there are things that just we wouldn't accept now. Like,
Right.
for instance, in that scene, Magneto uses his magnetic powers to enhance Charles Xavier's telepathy so that his telepathy can reach out to his girlfriend that's in another dimension. And then he's also dying. We don't know why. Like, there's no explanation. That guy used the thing on him that made his powers activate, and now he's dying. And they just go, he's dying. And that's it.
That's all we get. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I feel like that wouldn't fly even with children now. Even with kids between, like, the age of 8 and, like, 12 now. They would be like, what is that? I don't get it. Well, why is he dying? Why doesn't the medicine work? But like, it wouldn't fly now. And how does magnetic powers increase telepathy? Like, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was a fun little thing to really, it really emphasizes that point that I try to make all the time. But do you guys feel that way? Have you seen, is there anything you notice like that, or?
Yes and no. Suspension of disbelief, I think,
Yeah.
has gone a different way. Like, the suspension of disbelief back then is different from the suspension of disbelief now.
Yeah.
And we require more answers.
Yeah. I don't care if the rules that you invent in your show or book or comic or game or whatever are weird and wrong to, like, nature.
Right.
As long as there are rules. Yeah.
And you follow them. If you make up the rules and then you follow them. Be
Right.
consistent.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I
But
just don't think we asked as many questions back then, because as children, like, we, generationally, and I'm sure Glenn can attest to this, like, you're seen, not heard. Like, we just weren't a questioning society. And now, like, I think about the number of questions my kid asks in a day. I think it's a fraction of how many I was allowed to ask at his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
My
honestly,
kid asks questions about everything all the time. And I find myself on my phone on Google constantly,
yes.
just trying to answer questions.
Oh yeah. That was one of the first things I did when I was able to, like, ask Jeeves things and things like that, was just like looking up weird facts.
Yeah.
Like, I was always the kid in the
Jeeves.
library with the encyclopedias, just looking at weird shit, like looking up weird stuff. I was not looking up the like dissection pictures and, like, weird gross things to, like, gross out my sister or anything. I promise. I was looking for knowledge's sake.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But one of the things, I was going to say, like, one of the things that I think really is responsible for me, like, my personality, because in a lot, Honestly, I've said this to them. In a lot of ways, it was not my parents. For a lot of reasons, but like the things that influenced me were these cartoons that I watched, because the animated series, X-Men the animated series, Batman the animated series, the Justice League cartoons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like there was a lot of like not hidden meetings, but like, you know, the Turtles would research things and look into things, and they would change their ideas as new information came in. They sometimes enemies became friends because, like, you know, they saw self-contained episodic show where, like, you know, that, like, you know, at the end of an episode, it doesn't carry over to the next episode ever. Almost everything was self-contained, just like little one-shot episodes. Gargoyles was one of the first cartoons to have a overall story arc, in addition to kind of like monster of the week type episodes where they, you know, dealt with things in a self-contained way. But X-Men also did that, and they, as always since the X-Men's invention, push the envelope against, like, you know, homophobia and transphobia and racism and sexism and all those kinds of things, nationalistic views, and the cartoon continued that. Oh, that's weird.
We crashed, but I think we're back. It seems
all
fine.
of those messages just popped up in 1 second. So yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
We've been good on Twitch.
Nothing happened on our end, so
yeah, no, we didn't notice it.
Yeah, maybe it was just YouTube, which is weird. But yeah, I didn't get any
but
notifications
also,
or anything.
Gargoyles should go on some sort of rewatch list.
Oh, it is. It's already on the rewatch list.
Okay,
it's there. Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
It's one of, if not like my favorite, like it's in the top 3 like it's hard for me to pick favorites of anything.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like one of the cartoons I think of like as my favorite, and like the recalling scenes and characters and stuff. I absolutely loved it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think
that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for me.
100%.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
I love TMNT. TMNT's, and I think I mentioned it, and it's still in theaters now. If you guys like TMNT, or if you know you have kids, or if maybe you haven't seen the original movie, this month is the 35th anniversary, and they're doing like a re-release in theaters, and I have tickets. We're going. I am very excited. I can't wait.
Nice.
I think it's fan something. Like is running if you just put like TMNT re-release in theaters, it'll come up, but it's like fan something that's doing it, not Fandango, but it's another company that works in theaters, and it's called like fan something, but whatever.
Okay.
Let's let people get ready to get the teleparty link ready. So let me get that up. For those who are joining us, if you've never been with us when we've used Teleparty before, it is a completely legit browser extension. It was made by Netflix during the pandemic, and now they've rebranded it as just Teleparty so that you could use it with other streaming platforms. It's not like a fake thing. If you've never used it, or even sometimes if you've used it and haven't used it in a little while, it might ask you to log back into your Disney Plus account to verify that you have an account, because, you know, since they support it, you have to have an account. And sadly, my no ads version does not carry over for you guys watching. So if you have an ads version, you'll get ads, and then it'll jump you to where we are. I paid for the ads version specifically, hoping that it would carry over to you guys, but it did not. So I'm posting that link in chat right now. And then anyone who wants to follow along elsewise through, I'm sure, perfectly legal means, I have the timer that I will align to the time in the episode as we watch it. So I'll give everyone a minute to join that link that I posted. For you guys in the call with me, I put a new link in the private chat so that you can join that. And we'll let that go for a second. Let's see, what else did I grab from this? Oh, so you guys who didn't have a lot of experience watching the X-Men stuff in the past, the theme song for people that grew up watching it, the theme song for X-Men, and really when you hear the theme song, is like top notch cartoon theme song. Like it's literally the best of the best. And I think in almost all aspects, there's very little I have problem with this new show. This show is like a testament to rebooting something that has such strong nostalgia with people and doing it in a way that brings it technologically and visually to the present, while still maintaining like the connection to the source material without it feeling like overdone or just a copy. Like they put their own spin on everything. The artists that they got to work with it put their own spin on everything, and it's been great. And that is also reflected in the theme song, which is very exciting.
Glenn, I can still sing the theme song of Captain Planet.
Okay.
Same
One of my favorite shows. Yep.
What's your guys' favorite old school cartoon theme song?
Oh, if we're going for a theme song, it's got to be the Smurfs.
Okay.
Oh. I mean, the only one that I probably remember in full is Captain Planet, but like Gem and the Holograms also has a very special place in my heart.
Oh, Gem and the Holograms. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, like theme song.
And Rocco's Modern Life. That was that's another really good one.
I love Rocco's Modern Life. That cartoon was bananas that it was able to be on television for children. If you go back, Rocco worked in a sex call-in hotline. That was his job. That's not like a theory that people make. That is what he did canonically in the fucking show. The fact that show somehow played on Nickelodeon is absolutely insane. But yeah, no, that's what I was. Erin knows mine. Gummy Bears is fantastic. But yeah, Erin knows mine. Both mine are Tailspin and Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Fucking let's get dangerous. I fucking all day Darkwing Duck. I love it.
Oh man.
Tom and Jerry was great too.
Yeah.
All the Looney Tunes stuff, like all the Mel Blanc Looney Tunes era things were fantastic too. Oh God. Now I wanna
Or how about Hey Arnold? That'll take you back.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yep.
Football Head, man.
Yeah.
Such a good show. And that show
I mean, Saved by the Bell.
Oh
Like
my
that one,
gosh.
like that's a bop. I would still listen to that one.
I never watched it. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of Saved by the Bell in my life.
No.
I was not a runner. I have never been a runner. I would run home from middle school to like make it to Saved by the Bell. Like I can't. What is happening? Okay, put it on the list.
I don't think I've ever watched an entire episode of Saved by the Bell.
I would be so bad.
That's awful.
It would be so good. But that's
They also had like really serious topics sometimes.
They did.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
I've seen those clips.
When
and
Jesse
stuff.
got addicted to caffeine pills.
Yes.
I remember that one.
Shook.
Yeah.
The thing that stands out in my head from Saved by the Bell is when Zach Morris busts out his huge fucking cell phone.
The like, yeah.
Oh my god.
He takes it out. He pulls the antenna out.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I remember watching Charmed before the bus got there. Like Charmed reruns in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to cut school sometimes if a good episode of ER came on.
Okay.
Like if it was like, oh shit, I want to see what happens. I'd be like,
no, that's funny. I remember at times having to make the choice because we only had the one TV of like, am I going to watch my shows or am I going to leave the Nintendo on? So I didn't lose my progress.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Decision.
Oh man.
Children today will never
know that.
Yeah.
Never.
No. Well, that's not true. That's not true. Like that basically that's what and I might get the genre wrong, but that's what Souls-like games pretty much are. Like Dark Souls and like Elden Ring and stuff like that. They're people like our age were like, yeah, games aren't like that anymore, where it's like you die and you die. Like you have to start over again if you run out of lives. Like that's it. Like Super Mario and stuff. And that's who made like Dark Souls and things like that. So if you're nostalgic for those types of games, maybe that's a game for you.
Where were you when I was, 9? Gnome, thank you.
It's just shit, man. Fucking losing I remember when my Super Nintendo Final Fantasy 3 cartridge, the internal battery finally died.
Oh.
And you can only save once. and that was, and if after that, if you saved again, it would just, the save would be gone. So I learned how to beat that game very efficiently. I'm very good. I still know the button combinations for shit. I can tell you the button combinations, but his name is escaping me. Oh, Sabin. Sabin, you had to do like button combinations to do his special moves, and even in Final Fantasy, which is hilarious.
Wow.
But like the hard one, the Blitz move was like 10 buttons long or something like that. But yeah. That was a fun game. Final Fantasy, it's Final Fantasy 6 in Japan, Final Fantasy 3 in the United States.
Oh wow. I still remember cheat codes on the control pad. Up, down, left, right,
select start.
Yeah. Fun fact, there are still a lot of things that if you do the Konami code, do things. Roku, if you own a Roku, the Konami, and you do the Konami code, it unlocks things, and there's a lot of stuff that do that. There's websites that have it. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, let's get ready to press play on this episode. And yes, we will not be skipping the recaps because some people haven't seen any of this stuff. So the recap will be good. They do give you kind of like a little bit of a background on like the old show as a overall, but not too much. So anyway, all right, I'm going to get ready to press play on the watch party. If you're in the watch party and it doesn't start playing, it should start playing automatically. But if it doesn't, just refresh the page or re-click on the link and it'll start working. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and play. Should be going, and the time is lined up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here comes the. So I would suggest just turning the volume up a little bit, just because the fucking theme song is fantastic. I love it, and the animation. It's the same. It's the same. They reanimated it, but it's the same exact theme. Like it looks exactly the same. Okay. The names, everything. The only difference is they added Morph and Bishop right here as main characters. So those two names might be unfamiliar to people that aren't deep in X-Men lore. If you watch the Deadpool movies, Cable comes, Josh Brolin's character comes from the past because they kill humans and stuff in the future. That's Bishop's storyline. That's who Bishop is. He comes back from the future to try to stop the government from making things that kill mutants and there being a mutant human war. That was his storyline.
Be really honest, I don't like Ryan Reynolds, so I really have not.
What?
I don't. He bothers me. What? He bothers me. I know.
I love that man.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't.
So this takes place 1 year after that clip that I showed earlier where Charles Xavier died. This episode begins 1 year later. So canonically right now it's 1997, which is why it's called X-Men 97. Yes, Bishop was in Days of Future Past for like 2 seconds. It was so frustrating. And they also did a similar storyline in Days of Futures Past, where going back in time because they were killing the mutants.
Yeah.
It's the only time in the MCU that Sentinels were also introduced, which we're going to see in a second here. This kid is awesome. A new invention for the series. He wasn't in the original. And like the analogies should not be lost to people. Like, he just said, I'm not like the others. I'm one of the good ones. Like, you know, we see your kind on TV all the time. Like, just the analogy is there on purpose. And the thing I really like that they do too, that they did in the original X-Men and are doing in this, they don't mince words on who the villains are. Storm is... I've always been a Storm stan. I've always been.
Yeah.
And I was always... So in this version, for those who don't know the story, Cyclops and Jean Grey are a pair. They did the storyline a little bit in the Hugh Jackman movies, where Wolverine was kind of also in love with Jean a little bit, and there was like a little interplay. But that's very strong here. Wolverine is obsessed with Jean, and Jean is with Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was always like, dude, Storm is right there.
Yeah. That's fair.
Why are you in love with this woman who is not single?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this was just a product of the movies, but I always was like shipping Rogue and Wolverine.
Yeah. I always wanted Rogue and Wolverine it was Rogue and Wolverine. And then when Rogue got with Gambit in the cartoon, then it shifted from I was like, all right, I'll say Wolverine, you can go after Storm. I'll step aside. That's how I viewed it.
Yeah.
Because I always had that chance with Storm, I thought, at least.
Yeah.
So here these guys are using Sentinel tech. That's what that giant hand is there. So
okay.
In the X-Men comics and in the original cartoon, the Sentinels are basically giant robots that they would that, you know, somehow, and again, we needed this explanation would not fly you know, now, but basically they were tuned into mutant DNA and could target mutants, and that was it. That was it. And they had weird, you know, they were just like really strong robots. This is what they looked like in the animated series. And if you watched some of the newer movies, this is kind of what they looked like.
Okay.
But they were pretty tough, and they would make special versions of them every now and then that were like made out of adamantium, or, you know, had magic in them or whatever. And they would cause hell for the X-Men. It was just a really easy thing for the X-Men that had powers like Wolverine with claws and things like that to tear things apart. And, you know, no one cared because it was a robot and not a person. This is my favorite thing too. So like, Morph is a sassy, darkly humored, fucking awesome, probably the most powerful character really in all of X-Men, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Morph has the ability to change into any X-Men, anyone, anything almost, any humanoid creature that you could see. But he also gets a little bit of their power when he does it too.
Oh.
He's not as strong as them. He's not as powerful as them, but he can do some of the things that they can do to a much lesser degree when he does it, which that's pretty powerful.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. The one big change that I like that all of the neckbeard cis white dudes that are incels hate about this show is it has to do with Morph. The thing that they latch onto, though, is them making him woke. And literally the only thing that I could think of that it was, and if anyone else sees anything, let me know, is that in the credits, they label Morph as they, them.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
Yeah, that's it. And Morph's true form in the comics looks something closer to like we see here in the show, where he's got like, very androgynous, non-binary.
Their powers are morphine. Like, of course,
exactly.
It would be they. Like,
but in the 90s, they made him look like this all the time. Like when he wasn't in his, this was Morph when he wasn't morphed, essentially.
Okay.
But in all of the comics, he looked something closer to what he looks like in this.
Gotcha.
Oh, and this is the scene that I was talking about of Beast, the after credit scene from the Marvels with Beast. I have the picture right here. It's literally almost the exact same thing. Like it's except for the little kid being there, it's Monica Rambeau, one of the Miss Marvels that's there. Yeah. X-Men was literally a comment on how minorities are treated in the US. Yeah. Like canonically it's any minority, and they did that on purpose. That's why they made it. That's how the idea of mutants got there. It's not, one of our real world minorities. So therefore it's all of them. And the prejudices that the mutants face in their world are very similar to minorities in our world. That's always canonically been like that. That's like when people say Star Trek is now woke. The Magneto redo also looks great. Like, I love his new costume. We'll see it in a few minutes. Do you guys have a favorite X-Men or X-Men power?
Rogue. I'd say probably Storm. Like, if I had to pick one that I would want like to embody, it would probably be Storm.
Yeah. I always liked Storms too, because it was like elemental.
Yeah. I'm not too deeply at why Rogue is my favorite character.
Yeah, I feel like for me, someone who knows you a little bit, I feel like it's obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. Oh yeah, I knew that. When we used to play Hero Clicks a lot, which I won't go on too much of a tangent. It's chess with superpowers. Fantastic. Okay. If you like collectible tabletop war games, it's a lot of fun. But Erin used to make teams around Jean Grey all the time.
If I'm going to play a chess-like game, I prefer Simpsons chess, because that's how I learned to play, was on Simpsons chess. So.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And awesome.
So I was trying to figure it out. I was racking my brain for what my beef with Ryan Reynolds is. It was 100% Amityville Horror. Do you remember that? It was like from 2004. Yeah, I didn't like that.
You didn't like the movie, or you thought he was like crazy in it or something?
I think it was just his portrayal. I didn't like the movie in general.
Okay.
Like, I liked the old one. And so I think I was just like, but I do need to see Deadpool at some point.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Not...
Which one have you not seen any of them?
I really, no.
Oh
I know.
First of all, real quick, yes, Famke Johnson. She's fantastic. I mean, I love her in everything. Why hasn't she done anything in a while? Did she I don't know. Anyway, but that's crazy that you have not seen Deadpool. That's insane.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
I know.
Van Wilder was hilarious. I've always loved Ryan Reynolds. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he is.
And everything that I've seen about him, he's genuinely a good dude. Like, people that work with him have liked working with him, except one person. But then, everyone was like, he's bullshitting. Like he's not being honest. And now he's gone. So I don't know.
I mean, he's kind of married to someone who's like a little bit crazy, but that's okay.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff.
Crazy adjacent, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I feel like my nephews were really into Deadpool, and maybe that made it unappealing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope your nephews never watched that. That would be funny. Okay. Nah, it's really fun. I definitely think you would enjoy it.
We'll see.
Yeah, I've never seen him be a character actor. That's fair. I wonder if he could do it. I wonder if he could pull it off. Yes, I love Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Okay.
It's my favorite. It's hard. That's another show that's really hard to find. If anyone ever sees that, The West Wing, Inside the Actors Studio, or Mr. Wizard in a DVD.
Oh, like, Mr. Wizard.
Yes.
Love that.
In like a thrift store or something. Hit me up.
Yeah.
So yeah, this animosity between Wolverine and Cyclops has always been there. And I stick by my guns from earlier. You're either into dudes, which is fine, or a cop if Cyclops is your favorite X-Men.
Yeah. I very much prefer Wolverine.
And look how tiny Wolverine is too. I don't know if you noticed in that shot when they zoomed out above him, but he's a little tiny little man. That was one of my favorite scenes in the Deadpool 3 when in Deadpool 3, Deadpool goes like through a bunch of dimensions looking for Wolverine for some reason. And he runs into all different versions of him. And one is a comic book accurate one. And he's like 4'8". It's wonderful.
5'1". 5'1".
5'1". I mean, hey, listen, that's really short. He's a tiny little man. He's full of energy. And look at the dancing in this is also great too. Like the music, like the 90s fucking club music, and like the dancing that they always do in these fucking cartoons where they're just like voguing, it looks like a little bit. I won't lie. Gambit might have been like an early bi awakening that I was unaware of.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to this for more.
Oh.
I'm having the most beautiful baby with someone who's so boring, and Wolverine's in love with me. Hi, you on the sidelines watching our exhausting relationship. He's such a fucking asshole. But they love him.
It might be my attraction to red flags. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him too. But his assholeness is like out of love. Like that's his way of him telling Wolverine, like, dude, stop. Like, I'm making fun of you because you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I did like his voice.
Yeah.
Jubilee's powers have always confused me as well. For those who don't remember, she shoots fireworks, whatever that means, out of her hands.
Yep.
Sometimes they hurt people. Sometimes they burn. Sometimes it just pushes people around. You never really know what's happening with that, to tell you the truth. But she's got some fantastic glasses. She looks like... Oh my God. Oh my God. I just realized something.
Huh?
Oh no.
1 second. She's dressed like a particular character at the end who is at the end of another very famous movie that all of us have seen, probably. And I just noticed it for the first time in my entire life.
Okay.
Yep. Hold on, I'm bringing the picture. Tell me Jubilee isn't dressed as Doc Brown at the end of Back to the Future.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Stop it.
That is
Just noticed.
hilarious.
I literally just noticed
Oh
this.
man.
I was like, why do I recognize Jubilee, like it's not that it's Jubilee and I recognize her, but why does this costume like look familiar in another instance in my head? And there we are.
Yeah, Tom, can you grab a
okay, yeah.
picture of that?
She was just there. Sorry.
Okay.
Do I have a picture of Jubilee? I do.
Thursday evening.
This is from the old one. Hold on, let me find one from now. Like she's not wearing her glasses there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna watch Deadpool Thursday evening. Tell you guys what I think next week.
Not with your child.
No. I'm looking. No. So, like, my brother made a lot of questionable life choices. May he rest in peace. And I'm gonna have opinions on him, I think, after I see this. Because my nephews 100% watch this, you guys.
Oh.
I didn't even realize it was rated R. But they were very into it. They had were there like cartoon versions of him or something?
No.
They were definitely like, also there were children that would want to dress like Deadpool, like on Halloween and stuff. So now I'm concerned.
I mean, like not from these movies, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he became famous enough that they started putting him back in cartoons and stuff, but
okay,
like, not as much. Like it's from these movies for sure. So this is Jubilee.
That's
Yeah.
She's even wearing he's wearing like a red shirt. Like her shirt is like pink, but like
that is
glasses on the head. Yeah. That's good.
That is quite similar.
Wow.
She's cosplaying as Doc Brown from Back to the Future, and no one can convince me otherwise.
Right. Okay. They were just really into cosplay.
Yeah.
Speaking of costumes, like they changed hers minimally, but it looks more believable now for some reason. Like she looked, I don't know, it just looks dumb.
The blue, it's the neon blue that was so popular back then.
Yeah,
that color was very 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized one of the things I liked about the animation style is the way that they did like those dark spots, like just it looks off. Like, her armor isn't black, it's that blue, but the way they draw it has like that weird black shadow on it, and they do that in a lot of the animation in the show, and I like that they carried that through into this.
Yeah.
So here's another thing that wouldn't hold up: the master mold for the Sentinel. Why do you need a big giant Sentinel to make the little baby Sentinels? Is there a little Sentinel mom? Like, is that the mom? Like why does that? You can't. They're robots. You can't build them. Like, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, you had to build the first one.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, this is 90s comic book and animated. Like, don't get me wrong. Since then, they've gone back and made it make sense. Like, there's magical ties to it. There's all kinds of little reasons why they made it make sense now. And like, they invented stuff for it. But then they just showed it to us and we're like, yep, that's how it works.
Yep. I love how Morph could just have wings all of a sudden. Yep. It's amazing.
Yep. See, that's a example of he's gaining the power. So like Archangel, he turns into Archangel, and then now he can fly.
That's amazing.
So, and like, I would argue flying is the majority of what Archangel does. So like, I feel a little bit bad. He just gets Archangel's powers. But yeah, this is why I say Morph is like the most powerful, like one of the most powerful X-Men, and he gets like no love. Very underrated.
Yeah. I love that. The Sentinel sword.
I respect it.
Yep.
I respect it.
Yep. That makes sense.
I respect it. I'm trying to imagine a Sentinel stork now, and
yes,
and it's both disturbing and interesting. My X-Men. Love it.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Yes, Rogue is fantastic. I wasn't a huge fan of Anna Paquin's portrayal of her because this is the Rogue I grew up on. And making her child made me mad because I was like, nah, she's a badass fucking fighter. And like,
yeah.
But,
yeah.
But I like Anna Paquin. I liked Anna Paquin, that is, right up until I started watching True Blood. And then the character of Sookie Stackhouse made me hate Anna Paquin. I hated Sookie Stackhouse so much that it made me hate Anna Paquin.
That's fair. Man, it's been a while since I've seen True Blood. Man.
You should not be ashamed at all. You should be nothing but proud.
I only watched it for Eric Northman, to be honest.
Me too.
Yeah.
That was just the continuation of the bi knowledge of myself, really. But I preferred Eric and Lafayette.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Lafayette. Oh my God.
Lafayette was my favorite character. Dead ass. Like everything that man said was hilarious.
Yep.
Everything he did was
Do you
hilarious.
remember the burger?
Yes.
The burger
and
scene.
I make my burgers with AIDS.
Yes. Just licks the mayonnaise.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go and watch True Blood. It was really So for those who don't know, because Bishop is a little bit of a obscure X-Men, he basically, when he gets hit with energy, he takes it in. So like kinetic energy or energy, and then he can shoot it back out. He used the gun that he has, like amplifies and concentrates it, so it's not just, but he can just shoot it out of his body too. The gun isn't necessary. And here's Storm. Storm is what they call an Omega level mutant, which is like she can destroy the planet if she really wanted to. That's how powerful she is. Like the biggies are Storm, Magneto, Charles Xavier, and then it gets, after that it starts to get obscure. But those are the Omega level mutants. Jean Grey is on there too, especially when she gets the Phoenix powers. Yeah, I feel like Bishop's obscure for people who didn't grow up reading the X-Men comics, didn't watch the original cartoon, and there's plenty of those people. I mean, not everyone is our age. And then, you know, there were a lot of cartoons on, and I can respect watching. There was a lot of good
TV back in the 90s.
There was.
And apparently some really questionable TV back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Also, yes.
I really never connected that about Roscoe's Modern Life. Now I want to watch it.
Dude,
right, I want to go back and rewatch it.
And see it.
You should.
But there's a lot of things I watched as a kid that I've seen an adult, and I was like, why the hell was I allowed to watch that? When
right?
I was Ren and Stimpy.
Oh man, my parents did not like Ren and Stimpy. They would not let me watch it.
Yeah, not my parents. I used to watch George Carlin with my mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
my parents had a problem with Cat Dog.
Oh man.
Cat
Dog was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a picture for you guys now. For those who didn't believe me about Rocco's Modern Life, or you know, may have been questioning it.
I didn't pick up on it.
Oh. Like, yeah, never for a second picked up on that.
Yeah.
As a kid. Nope.
Rocco was a sex phone operator.
Wow. Yeah, I need to find it.
That's fair. I've always loved the X-Men. The X-Men have like I said, the animated series and the cartoons that I watched as a kid, I really feel like are what have shaped my view and the way I see myself in the world. Oh, the glasses have finally come in use. I feel like the only thing, though it might be the 1980s, though, I'm not sure. The only thing that would make those more 90s were if they were like the, you know, the ones that were like slats.
Mm-hmm. With
you know
yeah. Yep. Was Was dinosaurs? That was 90s, right? That was in the 80s.
I love dinosaurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for a 4-year-old. He's really into dinosaurs right now, and he like found it. I don't know if it's on Netflix or one of the streaming services. And I was like, no.
Yeah, he might start hitting people with pans. Or
Not to
Yeah,
mom.
not the mom.
Yeah,
quite
no, he
literally
would.
throwing babies across the room.
He takes what characters in shows say like to heart. He'll be like, well, but Daniel Tiger said, Spidey said. I'm like, you know what, kid?
Well,
Nope.
that's fantastic. X-Men, the comic books have been fantastic. I got my problem with the comic books is we didn't have a good shop by me. The only place was a cafe. It was a diner, like a shitty diner, and it had like one rack, one of those spinning racks, and they had like 1 or 2 comic books on it. The rest were like magazines and shit. And it was just whatever was there. And that was how I started getting into comics. So I just got weird random comics, like 1 issue of Superman and like 1 issue of that and 1 issue of this. Oh, that's cool. And now I want to read your fan fiction. You can promote yourself. That's fine.
Yeah.
Post links. I'll read it. Maybe. I'm just going to be honest with myself. Like,
Yeah. I'm so behind on things I need to read.
yeah. I got 2 books from Tor that I need to read and review for this month. So I haven't read anything.
Chop, chop.
Yeah, I know. I love this ending too. This ending is very much an homage to the Super Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That loved the Super Nintendo game. That is Magneto.
Yeah.
Very different from the Ian McKellen portrayal of Magneto. This Magneto is beefy.
Beefy.
I mean, that's the best way to describe him, I think.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So like I said, I'm just going to let this play right into episode 2. So if you're watching on the watch party, which I will share the link again, if I can copy it, I don't know how to click on things anymore, apparently. It's just going to start playing right into the next episode. We're not skipping the recap. We're not skipping the intro because it's fantastic.
Yep.
And that's all I have to say about that. If you want to follow along in the other way, I will reset the clock now. Hold on one sec. If you're in the watch party, it is pause now because I am resetting the clock.
Oh, okay.
And we are at, okay. And I will press play in just a second. I'm letting the time catch up to the time on the screen and we're good. Okay. So if you join the watch party with the link I posted, it'll just catch you right up to where we are. If it gets wonky, just refresh the page. If not, I got the timer on the screen for you guys.
Okay.
So what do you guys think for the first episode? I know, you guys haven't had a lot of exposure to this cartoon, but what do you think of the stuff so far?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the same thing you were saying.
Okay.
It's pretty great. I really like it.
It's funny though, because I think like the most, I'm trying to remember, like in terms of X-Men, it's definitely the movies, like the Ian McKellen, like that whole series is what always comes to mind.
That's
so
Magneto
like,
in the show, by the way.
Yeah, seeing some of them in these characters, but no, I think it's great. My husband's been bothering me to watch this, so now
I think it's an interesting twist to have Jean Grey pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the one thing. Oh right, thank you for pointing that out. Yes, we will be going into the Discord, the Dragon Mount Discord after we're done here, or I will. You guys don't have to if you are. I know people work and have children and things like that, so don't worry about it.
I have to be up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, do not worry. I am going to go and hang out for a little while when we're done here. So, yeah, check out for the Dragon Mount Discord for that.
Tom, are we going to do our game afterwards? Because she's done our questions, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have, yes.
So we're going to do Would You Rather, yeah?
Yes, but you're going to, but we also have to do the I think a new thing that we'll do is ask the roommate question, but with the new show too, because
okay, I like
why
that.
not?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So you have that to think about. Who would be a good or bad roommate in your opinion from this show?
From the show. Okay.
You just think about it, mull it over as we watch. It's always a Ferris wheel. I feel like when
it is,
like,
and then it starts rolling after it becomes unmoored.
I feel like in so many movies, it's a Ferris
Maybe
wheel.
that's why I'm afraid of Ferris wheels. Maybe it was one of those things that was just like ubiquitous in movies. So I grew up. I'm terrified of Ferris wheels. I went on one this year for the first time in like years at a really sketchy like local city fair. And I was terrified for my life.
Erin is not a morning person.
Oh.
Neither am I. I don't know why I do a morning job because I'm not the morning person.
I think it starts in this episode, but the one thing that I hate about this series, like I just don't like it at all. And there is precedent in the comics for it. Not that there has to be, but they didn't just invent it in the TV show. It did take place in the comics a little bit, and there's a relationship between Rogue and Magneto.
Yeah.
And I always hated it. I've always hated it.
Yeah.
And I hate it in this show too. It's terrible.
Because he's homesick, Gnome. He's homesick. That's why.
By the way, I saw the best theory on Ferris Bueller that I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is stuck in a time loop like Groundhog Day.
Okay.
If you go and watch it, he says like his mom's like, how are you so good at all this stuff? And he just says practice. And like he has perfect timing for everything. Everything's perfectly timed. He's right there at the right moment for everything.
Interesting.
And it's because he's done this hundreds of times before. Dude, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
He lives under a rock.
Because you're like older than 40. Like that movie was everywhere for so many years.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so like this is Magneto's like daily wear, I guess.
I guess. I mean, sun's out, guns out. I'm not going to complain, but
yeah. And like it is very extra to just wear those fucking elbow length gloves all the time.
It's very Magneto though.
Yeah.
He is extra all the time.
Oh, and they got rid of Rogue's Cajun or Southern accent, and that made me sad too. In the whatever early 2000s movies or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So the Morlocks, for those who don't know, are an underground, like they're basically, and I'm just going to put this bluntly, the ugly mutants.
Okay.
They're the mutants that their mutation caused them to look different. And they are forced to live underground because human society doesn't accept them.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be lost on people that the only like the majority of the X-Men you see sitting at the table are both white, male, and outwardly human looking.
Yeah. Majority.
Yeah. Done on purpose, but still like, it would have been better to not. But
yeah,
they introduced a lot of non-white male mutants in good ways. And one of the things that they did in this show that was great was they dialed up the story a bit more. It was present in the original cartoon, but in this show, much more. Like they do a lot of story and explanation and like, non-action. Like right now we're having a meeting, but I never felt bored watching this show, which was good. And I feel like they would never have touched on things like, which we'll see in this episode, Storm and like Jean Grey talking about being pregnant, and like Jean Grey has this feeling. She says, I don't know if I want my child to be a mutant, because then they don't have to grow up like we did. They can live a normal life. So like it's a really it's a deep, very tough storyline, but I don't know if they would have did that in the, you know, in the 90s. And it's, here it is. This is the conversation where they have it here. Oh my God. That's her Phoenix costume that she's holding in her hand. The Phoenix costume, some of them aren't great, but that one is iconic, I feel like. And I'll get a image of it for you guys in a second. I forgot to have that one. No, that's a comic book cover. There we go. There we go. See? The world will remind. How do I have that conversation with him?
Okay, I mean, that's super relatable. Like, I feel like as a neurospicy human, and like my husband's neurospicy, like we definitely think about that with our kids. Yeah.
And especially, you know, I only have so much knowledge of this, but I've heard it a lot from friends, and you see it in TV a lot. And the fact that there is a Black woman there sitting talking to her about this at that time shouldn't be lost on people that this is the conversation that Black parents have to themselves about their children. You know, when do we tell them that the world is going to treat them differently? And when do we tell, like, have you had, the thing that I hear is, you know, have you had the talk with your kid yet? You know, when are you going to have the talk? Yeah. And for Black families, that means, and, you know, generally families of color, especially in the United States, that means that. Where is that Jean Grey picture I just got? Oh, here it is. So yeah, she was holding it up. You saw it was like green, and it had like a little gold symbol on it. That's her. This
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Yeah, this is a better, like this is a newer comic. Let me actually, you know what? Let me find one from the original X-Men cartoon. 90s. Yeah, there it is. Not the greatest, but fun. And I also maybe the start of my love of redheads, possibly too. I don't know. There's a little bit more gold, like actual gold.
Yeah.
And this is them talking about the relationship. Rogue's powers, which I don't have to explain to most of you, but you know, she drains mutants of their abilities. Her powers have been expanded upon plenty of times. She can get people's memories. She can permanently steal their abilities if she kills them when she absorbs it. That's why she can fly and why she's invincible and super strong. She killed mutants and took their powers. They deserved it mostly, but that is what happened. Magneto is one of the only mutants that her power doesn't seem to affect. Which doesn't make sense with his power, because I think they say the magnetic field around his body blocks her power. How?
Yeah. Isn't that completely different in the movies though, too? Like that's a thing they changed, I think.
Yes, that's one of the things they changed too, yeah.
Yeah. So
much stuff.
Yeah.
They just explain everything with magnetism does not do nearly as much as 90s cartoons thinks magnetism did.
Right.
It was like the just the go-to. How does he do it? Magnetism. By order of the UN. This was also, you know, X-Men is like the first Marvel property to start to explore that, like, how do these superheroes interact with the United States government? And like, you know, if you watch the MCU, the Sokovia Accords, and, you know, like, do you sign the Accords? Do you not? And then you had Marvel Civil War with Iron Man and Captain America. In the comics, there were mutants involved in that too. And the idea, the writers really noticed audiences identifying with Magneto and not being like, he's not entirely wrong. And toward the end of the series started making him a sometimes friendly, and they went full, force into it with this, which is, making Magneto the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And Genosha is a country that's just for mutants. It's for mutants and humans, but it's where mutants can live openly and free, and they don't have to be worried about anything. It's its own country that the world gave to them, so that they can live there, because they're persecuted all over the world.
Okay.
Does that sound like anything? Yeah. And yes, there is a problem with displacing people and things like that. So
yeah,
they did not shy away from really hard topics in these cartoons. And I really think it's because like the old, studio executives and studio heads just didn't pay enough attention to this stuff because they didn't value it, that they were able to get storylines like this through in, the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
It was more, we don't want any of these people on our island, and we can't find anywhere to put them, so let's put them on this island.
Yeah.
Then it was like, we need to protect these people, which is what Genosha and Israel is. Though I'm glad they did that, because I love the Australians.
Sure.
Though, also problematic Aboriginals, things like that.
Yeah. Can I just say that I love that Magneto is still able to be in his costume here?
Yes, this is his daily wear. This isn't like his costume. Like they showed it earlier for a second, and like this was his costume in the cartoon back in the 90s, and like now he's gone to like a minimalist view, and maybe this is just what he wears. He's got a onesie.
Yeah, just the onesie and the gloves and the cape. Yeah.
Also, like for X-Men like this and Jean Grey and Cyclops and stuff, is there an X-Men that's powers to just make really cheesy, ugly costumes? Or do they go to like tailors and they're like, no, I want a big M where the middle of the M is right above my crotch, and then the two arms of the M go down my leg. Like,
Well, I like that his hair's even like a little bit of the M.
Yeah.
Right there.
They need Edna mode. Seriously.
Really. Yeah.
No capes. That's her first thing. She's like, all the capes got to go. That's going to be her first thing when she shows up. Yeah, this costume for Magneto
could just wear a catsuit.
It's a little like, don't get me wrong, I love purple. Purple's like my favorite color, but like it just, I don't know, it's not working for me.
Yeah.
The and like look at him, like he's ripped and like thick. He's not Ian McKellen.
It's the Fabio hair. Like really good.
Oh yeah, he's got Rico Suave hair going for sure.
Yeah, he sure does.
And somehow in the animation they pull off the strong jawline with, he's got some soft lips. Like just look at his face. His lips are soft. That's what that face says right there.
It sure does. I love how that was just like Wolverine crotch across the screen for a second.
Yeah. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Oh,
that's fair. I mean, yeah, it's true. I just am picturing Magneto, like at a tailor shop, like describing what he wants. No, I want it darker,
tighter,
purple. A little bit darker, a little tighter.
Kind of a little
and gloves. I want the gloves too, for sure. The gloves. You're gonna wear them all the time. All the time, gloves. Elbow length, purple gloves all the time.
Oh, good. There goes.
There goes the roof. Okay.
A lot of obscure X-Men to kind of pop up in the way, and that's how they use morph, which is great. So like it's a way to bring X-Men that they don't want to use in the show, because then they have to write who they are, give them story and voice acting, but people want to see them. So morph can turn into them for a half a second, do a little thing, and then
Yeah.
I respect that. Always, yes. Protection. The I can't remember. I'm trying to remember, or I'm trying to like attach his character to somebody from like the movies or something, but there really isn't anything.
Oh, welcome, friend.
Oh, hello, Brandon. Hi.
Me.
Oh, and
I think I know that
Cyclops'
guy.
Cyclops' power, like the explanation of Cyclops' power, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not, is dumb in my opinion. It just So he doesn't shoot laser beams out of his eyes. That's not what's happening. And if I gave you 1,000 guesses, you would never guess what it is. His eyes are tiny portals into an energy realm. And when he opens them, that's just what that whole realm is that energy just all the time.
Okay.
And when he opens his eyes, he's opening his eyes into that dimension, a portal into that dimension, and that's what comes out of his eyes. It's both cool and stupid at the same time. Yeah. It also somehow only pushes
see into
people
that dimension. Yeah, I don't understand.
It's kinetic energy. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, his eyesight is a very odd and weird thing.
Yeah.
He is definitely my most unfavorite of the X-Men.
Yeah.
He has been.
Do not like.
Magneto's costume does give off a little bit of Power Ranger vibes for sure. I mean, all of the ones with spandex kind of do. Oh, Storm. Oh, I didn't see that before. Storm would demolish any of the X-Men except for Jean or Professor Xavier. My opinion also, but that's just my opinion. Her power is insane. Like her power level is crazy. She can literally change like the atmosphere of entire planets. Which also doesn't make sense. Why doesn't she just win every fight all the time? But
right.
Yeah. And they also did my girl Halle Berry and Storm wrong in the early 2000s movie with the worst line in cinematic history. What happens to toads when they get struck by lightning? And then Toad gets struck by lightning, and then she just says, the same as everything else. And that's it.
I mean, you could have said they croak and that would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember just screaming in the theater, what the fuck? Me and my friends being like, yeah. My theater was not a quiet theater. There was never, I don't think I ever saw a movie there where people didn't shout and talk in the theater. Yeah. Well, you're welcome for bringing it back to you. I'm glad I could do that for you, Brandon. So this is another storyline that they played with in those movies also, with mutants losing their powers. But this is a real the whole thing with the kid and Cyclops and Wolverine. There's a lot of really deep storylines, and this one with Storm in particular is really, really strong. And the way they do it is great. Yeah. Also, OG voice actors. We get a lot of the OG actors returned for this. Storm is one of them. Wolverine, Rogue. No, the air. And this version of Magneto, like when they were friends, him and Xavier were friends, and you got to see like Magneto's badassness and like anger, but using it for good was my favorite. It didn't happen enough in the 90s cartoon, and I'm glad that this is the storyline they decided to go with. Yes. That is Storm's human name, I guess. Aurora. I was going to say government name, but it's not. I feel like I will have a snackcident when we are done with stream before I jump into Discord for sure.
Yep.
Oh, look, they're bringing almost an entire city up into space. So this is not the first time, like Magneto, like here, a little reminiscent of this for me. So this is the scene from Days of Futures Past with Magneto.
Yep.
But kind of gave me Sokovia vibes too a little here. See, like, this is the badassness, and he's still, you know, he's got the anger. You know, he got to show them, like, I could kill all of you with no problem. And a lot of people use Magneto as an example when talking about villains and things like that, but I never put him squarely in, like, the villains category. Magneto, and this might be a hot take, I'm not sure, was always an anti-hero to me. When I first learned of that term, they were like, you know, the Punisher. I'm like,
yeah.
Arguably, Magneto is better than the Punisher. Like, I'm better than the Punisher. He's less of a villain than the Punisher.
See, I can't judge anti-heroes very well because, again, the red flag.
It's just like, come on over.
Yep. Hey, come on.
It's fair. Hey, listen, the first step is identifying the problem.
It's not a problem.
Well, then you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. True neutral? I would say he's lawful neutral. Because he has a strict code. That's just my view on how those D&D alignments work.
Yeah.
So that's Genosha that they're talking about right now is the human country the mutant country that's all mutants. Oh yeah, man. Barenthal, John Barenthal. Yeah. Punisher and Daredevil from the Daredevil TV show, the Netflix Marvel stuff. Though it is coming back now, and I am very happy about that. I don't know what was about it's always Magneto when he has his helmet off. I'm like, he's too pretty. You know what I mean?
Nope.
No? Okay. That's look at that. He's very angular. Also, hold on. How old? He would be like 80 here. I think. Because he was a child. He was like 10 in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is canonically Jewish, and like just like in the movies, he was in the Holocaust. Like in the show you do see the tattoo on his arm, so it's still there. So he's got to be like 80.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Maybe
Maybe in his late 70s.
Yeah, Grandpa is jacked. Like, what is that?
And hot.
Yeah.
I also hold on. Did I upload the picture? I know, right?
A minute.
I know. It's rough. Yeah, here it is. I liked the X-Men portrayal of Beast, like from the live action movies, but I never was a big fan of the costume. He just looks like a
yeah.
What's it called? Spirit Halloween costume amongst all of those people.
Yeah. I will say Mystique though. Just
oh God. Jennifer Lawrence in anything.
Oh yes. Also yes.
Glenn, were you over there doing math?
Yeah.
19. Okay. So he's 67. He's old. Was he born in 1930? Is that it? Because he was, yeah, I guess so. 1941, he would have been like 11 or 12. But no, that's when the war ended in 1941. He was in, it doesn't matter.
Close enough. He's old enough for, AARP and all that kind of stuff.
I don't like this. I do not ship them at all. I don't like this at all.
I don't either.
especially because she's cheating on Gambit pretty much right now, and that does get played out. See, look, Morph cares. He's fucking with him. He fucks with Wolverine, and he fucks with all of them, but he does care.
Yeah.
He knew what Wolverine needed. Wolverine needed a fight, so he turned into Sabretooth, and he's giving him a fight.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Gambit knows.
Now.
And now Aurora's got to go on a little walkabout.
Yep.
That hair is gangster though. Like if she walked on a bus that I was on, I'd be like,
let me sit next to you. What's up?
Like you look cool. Like you're probably cool.
Yeah.
Ro. I like that she has a nickname too.
Aw.
Also original voice actor for Bishop. Cyclops, the original actor, passed away. So obviously they couldn't get him back. But many of the voice actors that could return did. Schlepping it with the basic folk.
Another good word.
Yeah, I love schlepping.
Probably couldn't spell it without
To
it being
schlep.
green.
Oh.
C-H-L-E.
Why do I know how to
I
spell
almost
Yiddish
did it.
words? S-C-H-L-E-P. Schlep.
Yeah.
I can spell a Yiddish word like that, no problem. Can't spell league right the first. About. Okay, so I'm going to end the watch party now. It may keep playing for you guys. Want to keep watching? Go ahead and keep watching. But we need that time for next week when we watch the episode next week. And I'm going to do something a little different than I usually do for advertising our future episodes. So usually now I would show you guys like the thumbnail for next week's episode, and that would be our thumbnail for our next week's live. But since I was a little bit more on the ball this time around and got guests for all of the weeks, and because we're also doing something a little different and we're taking a small break before the finale and for Labor Day, I want you guys to be able to see all of our time so you can be ready to watch when we're ready. I wanted to show you guys our lineup, so I figured that would be a fun way to share it, and also because I forgot to make this week's thumbnail because I'm terrible at my job.
Stop it.
It's the truth though. It's just, I forgot because I was watching this all day and like looking up interviews and like I read a couple articles and just didn't make the thumbnail because that's how I do things. But anyway, next week, someone who we had for the first time during Andor will be joining us, Ajah Wilson, and I'm very excited to see her again.
Nice.
She is a first-time reader for the Wheel of Time books, and she started some content on that. Oh no, she's a show-only watcher for a non-reader for Wheel of Time, and that's kind of how she got connected to the Wheel of Time community and how I found her, and then saw her other stuff, and she's just a fun, huge nerd, and I love her. Then we have Joe O'Hara Plus, which is not many of the Wheel of Time fandom know this, but Joe O'Hara of Twatcast also has like an old toy, like a nostalgia toy show that he does, and a comic book podcast that he does. And he's going to be coming with some of his co-stars and friends from that stuff as well. So that's going to be fun. Then we have Christina Gruhl, who's been on many times. She's a fantastic indie fantasy author whom has lovingly placed me in one of her books, along with our greatest producer of all time, Luna, who is forever immortalized in the book with me as my cat, which is fantastic.
Miss you, buddy.
And then Ariel Burgess, for those who don't know the Wheel of Time community, she's one of the OG official Wheel of Time artists, officially licensed by Robert Jordan and the estate to do Wheel of Time art, prior to Sony buying all the rights and then firing all of the artists and not doing anything with merchandising at all. So that's how that works. And then we're taking a break and going to have a movie night on September 22nd, which, we'll do our normal voting like we usually do. So just keep an eye on the Drag 'em Out socials for that to see what movie we're going to watch. And Jim Nettles is going to join us for September 29th, he's another fantastic fantasy and science fiction author and a huge nerd for everything. Star Wars, Star Trek, X-Men, like his knowledge goes way deep and he's an amazing author. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. But I'm also talking to a few other people, so we might sprinkle in some people. Yeah, there's maybe some sprinkles of other people in there. So at Alorna Sedai, I know this was the first time you got to watch the X-Men 97. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yay. That's fun. I know it's a little hard to watch for the first time while we're talking and stuff, but it's a light show. It's not very deep.
Yeah.
But it is worth going back and doing a rewatch and checking it out. I would also suggest, like, for people, if you work from home or if you have free time when you're on the computer and it doesn't bother you, put on the original X-Men in the background. It's got some really cool scenes in it, really fun storylines. The animation's a ton of fun. And you get to see Wolverine make fun faces like this.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking for, I was like getting images like of like the characters, like I said, like RFK Jr. over here. And,
wow.
For some reason reminds me of Pauly Shore from Encino Man.
Yes.
Oh man.
Or maybe a little bit of like Son-in-Law in there too.
Oh,
a little bit Son-in-Law.
Forgot that movie. Oh my god.
Love that movie.
Oh, I want to watch all three. I want to watch those two and In the Army Now. And then just round off the Pauly Shore.
Love that.
Oh no, you got to throw Biodome in there too.
Oh
that would
yeah.
All right.
I just watched that one like a year ago. That one holds up pretty well.
That's
I
hilarious.
haven't seen We're in the Army Now in a long time. That was another great
I am adding all four of those to the possible movie list also, by the way. So for our new folks like Brandon and I didn't even, this is so Lupine. I can't, it's my dyslexia makes it so hard to read.
I can't read that either.
You tell us how to say your name. But welcome to the new people.
Yeah.
One of the things we usually do at the end of our shows is a fun little like inside the actor's studio themed. Oh, there we go. Lupine. At least I got Lupine right. Lupine Theramorph. Okay. So we do like a little interview with our guest because we have a different guest each week that we themed for Inside the Actor Studios. But the lovely Ada Lorna has already done that in a past episode. Two of the questions that we do in that interview, which I hope you've been thinking about, are who would make the best and worst roommate from the current show that we're watching. So we'll answer those two. But we're also going to play a little this or that game, but we'll do like a Marvel version, essentially. Because just to leave it open, because not everyone is super familiar with X-Men.
Got it.
But do you have an idea on who you think would be... I'm so
biased on this.
Are you basing it on who you want to kiss?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay.
Because I think Rogue and I would get along well enough.
Okay.
And she wouldn't be all up in my shit. I could just be insular.
Yeah.
The one I would not like, I actually cannot, and this might piss some people off. The first one won't, second one will. Cyclops is a no.
Yeah. Narc. Sorry.
But also Jean Grey. I don't know. She irritates me. I don't know why, but
she gives hall monitor energy.
Gets under my. Don't stay out of my business. Stay over there. Don't judge me. I do a lot of crazy shit. I don't need your opinions.
Listen, I don't need to hear about this being the third time I came home this week at 4:00 in the morning.
Exactly.
Okay? I don't need to hear that.
Yes.
I feel that. I agree with both of those.
Yes.
I have no notes on either of those.
Perfect.
So do you have like a what are your feelings on like the MCU and Marvel as it is? Like, not big and not asking for like a hot take. I'm just like, what do you like basically? Where do you gravitate toward?
Okay. This might be a little niche for people that have not seen both sets of movies.
Okay.
The Quicksilver from the MCU, I don't particularly the Marvel universe, I don't particularly care for the wait, hold on.
Okay. The guy from American Horror Story?
Yes, I love that one.
Oh, okay. I like him too.
I love him so much.
Me too. When he showed up in the Scarlet Witch show,
I was so stoked. I was like, "Is he coming back?" And no.
Well, maybe we'll see. Yeah, who knows?
I hope so.
I'm leaving it on the table.
Yeah.
I'm putting positive vibes out there.
Yeah. When the other one, what happened to him, I was like, "That's fine." I don't want to spoil too much, but I was like, I mean, he looks great, but that's fine. I don't care.
I want to say Age of Ultron is more than 10 years old. You can spoil it.
Yeah. So when he like kicked the bucket, I was like, cool, you saved some other people and you died. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the other one, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, that might also be my bias towards the actor from American Horror Story.
That's fair.
There's so many things. I'm not going to go into detail.
Entirely fair.
Yes.
I respect that. I totally respect that. I like him too. He's fantastic.
He is.
He did a movie that I watched. I don't remember what it was. It was a serious role too. That I liked. Yeah. And I was like, damn, that kid can act.
Yeah.
I feel that. I totally feel that. Okay. All right. So you got to keep one.
Okay.
That Quicksilver.
The good Quicksilver?
Yes. The one that you like.
Okay.
Or Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
They speak to different parts of my soul.
How are you going to do that? I thought they might. I was trying to think of who could I put who could I put him up against?
Oh, wow.
That she would have a tough time. And
that's like I don't know. One is daddy and relationship, and the other is like friends with benefits.
Exactly.
Wow. See, I think that kind of depends on the day of the week, to be honest.
Okay, so how about today?
Today. Today's Michael Fassbender.
Okay.
We have daddy vibes today.
That's fine. Okay. That's fine. I love Michael Fassbender and everything that he does, and I was very happy when he continued doing the Magneto there.
Okay.
And I feel the same way, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you have any, Crystal?
I do, but now I feel like I already know the answer to this one, but it's okay. So would you rather be in like a poly triangle with Scott and Jean, or be like Magneto's special friend?
Okay, so this one also is a tough decision. Well, I mean, because I myself am poly, and I don't know that I would enjoy being just one person relationship thing.
I'm trying to think of another relationship. Oh, okay. Well, no, I know the answer to this one now.
I mean, it probably Magneto, to be honest. Like, even though it would be stuck down to a single person. Yeah.
Magneto, I don't think he's super rich or anything. No, like they never really go into his personal wealth. He's always stealing stuff. So I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe someone in chat correct me. I don't remember if they really, go into that too much. I know he does take a lot of stuff back from like Nazis that stole stuff from Jewish people. But it's not a lot of personal wealth. It's like stuff.
Right.
I don't remember. But yes, that is a good reasoning for Scarlet Witch. I respect that. And Nightcrawler would be the worst. He'd be bamfing in all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So like a more lighthearted one. Would you rather have Juggernaut as your roommate or share a bathroom with Beast, like whenever he's shedding, whatever time of year that is happening?
I'm short, so we're gonna go with the juggernaut. Get the stuff on the top shelf for me.
All right. Before we go on, Erin sent me some pictures from like, I want to say it was like our second or third Halloween together.
Oh man.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
She
no.
says 2009.
Oh geez.
We the theme was like thrown together costumes. Like that was the idea of the theme.
Mhm.
So hold on, let me share this image. Where is my share button? The share button is gone. It's gone. There it is. Share my screen, and then I would like to show you this picture. There it is. Okay. So that's me.
Oh, I love
Look,
that.
I'm making the same face.
I love that.
And that's Erin.
Wow.
She is the Phoenix, in fact. There it is. That's the
Yeah.
Phoenix costume. And yes, I painted my shoes red.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah. And then no, that's my driver's license.
Let's not stream that.
Yeah, well, that's why I blurred it out, because I was sending it to
Aw.
somebody. Why did it go away? I had two pictures, one after another. There's the other one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh wow. Okay.
We had two Wolverines, one with no claws, one with claws.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
And the Beast, which was literally just put his suit for work on and colored his face blue, which was fantastic.
That is amazing.
And this girl who is Rogue, we have a fun story about her that I'll tell during the Discord, because I don't want to. YouTube is forever, and
Yep.
I might get content violated. But
Right.
I'll tell you guys in Discord afterwards if you want to know that story. But yeah, so that was a ton of fun. That was also like, that was our first apartment too that we had together at that house. Yeah, that's going way back. That was a ton of fun though. And I think I still have that helmet somewhere. I got to see if I still have it. That would be hilarious.
That would be amazing.
And I totally made it out of paper mache. And I made it out of paper mache and wire hangers.
Well, see, that's dedication. Painting the shoes, the paper mache with the wire hangers. Yeah.
Yeah. The shoes were red until they fell apart. Like they were like my work shoes. Like I can get them dirty shoes, but I left them red. I never cleaned them or anything. So I would just like go and like be, I'd go to work and I'd be wearing these red shoes before I put my my boots on or whatever to go out into the job site. But yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we're silly. All right, so before we get off, I want to remind everybody, especially our new people, just in case you aren't here for you aren't attached to us through Wheel of Time content, and don't know who Adalorna Sedai is down here. If Glenn can share her links again in chat, because he's a fantastic human.
Yes.
Why don't you give us like an elevator pitch again? And what are you doing like next? Where can people watch you next?
Oh, I'm constantly in player hater gaming stuff. I do Wednesday live streams, Sunday live streams, Saturday live stream. And then I also have a couple of podcasts. One is North Harbor Podcast, which you can find everywhere at North Harbor. So all of the Twitch, all of them. And Time to Roll the Dice is another D&D podcast that is Wheel of Time themed.
Yeah.
I think
It's set in the fourth
Malkier
age,
Talks.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's on the Malkier Talks website, which I think is in the description of the YouTube video. If not, I will put it in when we're done.
Yes.
It's through Threefold Talk, which is through the Malkier Talks website. So if you go to malkiertalks.com and navigate to Time to Roll the Dice, that's where you'll see all our stuff for that. And see me do constantly come in and out of my Ogier voice, because
Yeah, and I of course have a voice for Ravessa. So
I forget that I'm doing it. I forget to do it all the time.
Oops.
yes.
Yeah. So sometimes he's from New York, and sometimes he's got a deep Ogier voice. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. You never know.
I mean, I feel like that's true to real life. Sometimes you're more New York than others. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out this is a TISM thing. I didn't know that until I started going to the psychiatrist and getting diagnoses and stuff. The mimicking accent thing that I do is a defense mechanism. So yay, childhood trauma. But it's also a TISM thing. Yeah, no, I like it's weird. Erin makes fun of me all the time, which is I'm okay
I mean,
with
that's
it.
her job. That's her job.
Yes, it is. If I talk to my friends from New York, back from New York, or any of my family from New York, it's like it just comes right back for a little while. Like it lasts for a little bit, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's why it's happening.
Yeah.
Also, funny story. My cousin Chris, like if you picture in your head, just like close your eyes and picture like generic, stereotypical like mob enforcer guy, looking type guy. Like that's what he looks like from a movie. That's what his face looks like, and that is what he sounds like. And he is a huge nerd. Like he loves Dungeons and Dragons. He was reading Wheel of Time like when they were coming out way before me. Like he's an awesome guy. But like stereotypically, if you close your eyes, you would think you were watching like a Bronx Tale or something like that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for coming and hanging out with us, Adalorna.
Thank you for having me. I had a ton of fun.
Yay! I'm glad. And obviously, as always, you're always welcome. And we will see y'all later. So say goodnight, Crystal.
Good night, Crystal.